Welcome folks to the channel again, our mathematical channel. Today I'm focusing on calculus, where we are determining the derivative of the function f with respect to x from the first principle. If it is given that f of x is equals to 3x squared, and it is also given that f of x is 1 divided by x squared. Now, we should be able to differentiate these two functions using the first principle. How do you do that? Your first principle, first of all, means that you are differentiating f with respect to x, which is the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. That is your first principle, or the definition of calculus. When we say first principle, we mean this. And remember, this is there to limit that. We don't want the denominator to be 0 because the whole thing would be undefined. Now let's move on. We are still limiting h because we have the denominator. Now, after that, we go to the first principle and do what we are told to do there. Here it says go to f. There's f. Replace x by x plus h. In other words, I replace x by x plus h. I replace x by x plus h. That is 3 into x plus h all squared. Minus, it is that minus. F of x, there's f of x, which is that one, minus 3x squared divided by h. I am still limiting h because I've got the denominator h there. Now, next thing, you will simplify this. That is, I'm simplifying the bracket by multiplying x plus h by x plus h. That becomes x squared plus 2xh plus h squared divided by h. Let's move on. We are limiting h because we still have got the denominator there. Now, from this, because we are still having brackets, we must remove the brackets by multiplying. And multiplying this by 3, it will be 3x squared plus 6xh plus 3h squared minus 3x squared divided by h. Now folks, if you have done everything correct here, when all the brackets are gone, the next thing that is going to happen is the fact that the function will be eliminated. You see, the function was 3x squared. 3x squared is being eliminated. Now we move on. Moving on now. I still limit h because I've got h there. Now, look at the expression which is left there. I've got 6xh plus 3h squared. I can factorize by removing the highest common factor. I'm left with 6x plus 3h. Now, I'm multiplying and dividing. I can cancel the same. Now, can you see that? Remember here, it is f prime x all the way. Can you see that? I no longer have got the denominator now. I'm no longer limited. I'm now as free as a bird. I can substitute 0 now there, which is going to be 3 times 0. Now, the derivative of f with respect to x is 6x plus 0, because 3 times 0 is a 0, which is 6x. What does this mean? That means that everywhere in this function, f of x, the gradient is 6x. If I can draw this function, this one, which has the turning point at origin, that's y, that's x. I'll tell you that in every point there, the gradient is 6x. We have differentiated this function with respect to x. We differentiate so that we can get the gradient function. Now, let's move on to the next one. The next one is a bit complicated than the first one. The function is 1 divided by x squared, but we are still differentiating using the first principle. Let's write our first principle. Derivative of f with respect to x is the limit as h is approaching 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Now, folks, in this one, look at what I'm going to do. I am dividing with the red line so that you are able to follow what I'm doing precisely. Now, let's get to step number 2. I'm still limiting h because we still have got h as the denominator there. Again, I'm using the red line. Why the red line? You will see. That says go to f, I go to f. Replace x by x plus h, I do as I'm told. Divided by x plus h all squared, I've done that. Minus, bring f of x, there's f of x, 1 divided by x squared, divided by h. Now, I'm still limiting because I've got h as the denominator. We draw the red line again. Now, look at this. I'm drawing the red line with the black one on top. Why the black one said? The answer is simple. I'm now going to add those two fractions by taking the LCD, lowest common denominator, which is this multiplied by that. X squared into x plus h all squared. You see why I've been having that red line. I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to confuse myself. Now, I divide my LCD by that one. The two brackets which are the same cancel. I'm left with x squared. I multiply x squared by 1, becomes x squared. I bring down the negative sign. I divide my LCD by x squared cancels x squared. I'm now left with x plus h all squared. Remember, red divided by h. I'm still limiting because I've got h as the denominator. Now, limiting, let us deal with the black division line first. I'm dealing with it. I'm going to simplify everything which is there. That becomes x squared, it is this one, minus. I multiply this by itself and multiply it by the negative sign. It will be minus x squared. Remember, this will be plus 2xh minus 2xh. That will be plus h squared minus h squared. Now, divided by, remember the black one, under the black one we have x plus h all squared multiplied by x squared. I'm now getting rid of the red one by replacing it by division sign. That's it. You see why I was having red? It is because I wanted you to see exactly what is happening here. Now, I'm still limiting h. Why am I limiting h? I still have got that. I draw my black line. There we go. Now we are going to deal with the numerator. That cancels that. I'm left with minus 2xh minus h squared. I can remove the common factor here, which is, minus h. I'm left with 2x there, plus h there, because my common factor is minus h. We go to the denominator. I'm not going to do any funny thing there. I'm going to leave it as it is. Now, look at this. I change division to multiplication. Remember, that becomes 1 divided by h now. We multiply this. H is gone. There's no limit now. We can do as we wish in this party. That is now. That means I can put zeros there because that problematic h is gone. It will be minus into 2x plus 0 divided by x squared into x plus 0. Which is, now we simplify this, it is squared there. Minus into 2x plus 0. 2x plus 0 is 2x. It will be minus 2x. I go to the denominator. X plus 0 all squared is x squared. X squared times x squared is x to power 4. Let's take it up there. The derivative of f with respect to x is minus 2. I'm dividing x by x to power 4, which is x to power 3. That's it. What is this? This is now the gradient function of this particular function. It means everywhere in this function, the gradient is minus 2 divided by x to power 3. Folks, be careful with this. Never drop the limit unnecessarily. You drop the limit after h as the denominator is gone. Be careful with this one. Try and use 2 colors so that it does not confuse you, so that you know where exactly you are. That's it, folks. And normally this is 5 marks. This one would come at 7 marks. Look at how easy our 5 marks and 7 marks were. Folks, like our channel, leave a positive comment, leave any request that you have. You can just request us and say, can you do this for me, please? I will do it and record it, explain it thoroughly for you. Please share the channel with others. Don't succeed alone. Pass with others. That is why I'm reaching out to you. I want you to love mathematics like I do. I want you to enjoy mathematics like I do. Share the channel, give the channel to your friends, like it, subscribe. Thank you very much. Peace and all the best for your calculus section. I love you.